A grotesque alien life form invades Earth just in time for Black Friday sales. As the world goes on red alert, a group of toy store workers must escape the hordes of customers that have succumbed to an alien zombification. Hey everyone, welcome back to Clubhouse Movies Podcast. I'm your host, Mark Rubalcaba, joined once again by Mr. Abel Panetta. Today we are reviewing Black Friday, directed by Casey Tebow.
A ragtag group of department store employees find themselves trapped for a much longer shift than any of them had imagined for this Black Friday. The best deal they can come up with is surviving their shift.
Yeah, so Black Friday, man. This movie came out of nowhere. I mainly wanted to see it because Bruce Campbell was in it. So it's our first Bruce Campbell nod. And so watching this movie, and no knock to this movie at all, but Black Friday bums me out.
It bums me out so bad.
And I think I sent you some pictures. Maybe we'll put them up. But I don't know if Black Friday is even much of a thing anymore because we both worked at a big box store together.
And we worked Black Fridays.
In the long ago. And Black Friday is on Friday. People would wait Monday. Yeah, that Monday.
Camping. We're talking people with generators, tents.
Yeah, they were living like the good life in front of our big box store, which I may bleep a couple of times. And they were just such losers. Like,
man. Like I've waited in line twice. So the one time I waited in Black Friday was when I no longer worked there, and my TV had gone out.
Yeah,
that was it. So I was like, okay, let me just go get a TV. Got a TV, dirt cheap, whatever. Ended up actually selling it for what I paid for it, which was nice.
You sound like a crackhead.
Yeah, it sounds. Well, I didn't need it anymore.
I got it in the morning. Got a TV and then sell it and sell the TV. Ah!
Yeah, no, I got a bigger TV. It was nice.
Okay, well, I don't know. It bummed me out. I've never ever waited in line or shopped.
Yeah, strange hours.
But I have worked Thanksgiving night, where you eat and then you go because
I have.
So if you watch this movie, I almost feel like the writers had worked Black Friday. I felt the shame of being in retail on Black Friday and having to excuse myself from
all the festivities, man,
from Thanksgiving. And they actually forced me to work Thanksgiving night. They said, I remember watching CNBC. They were like, "Oh yeah, it was like they only taking volunteers." No, they force you to work.
Bull crap, they're taking volunteers.
Yeah, the B team that's willing to work 50 hours a week, they usually don't want them to work 50 hours a week.
Yeah,
you know.
They don't.
So whoever usually volunteers for that without a family, they usually don't. So yeah, that sucked. And I literally worked my shift for Thanksgiving weekend. I think 1 year because I did it a couple of times.
Yeah, because
there was actually 1 year where we were open all of Black Friday and didn't close until Saturday.
Yeah, I worked that day.
Yeah, so it was like we opened on Thanksgiving night at like 6 p.m.
It sucked so bad.
And then I think I came in at 9 p.m. that day.
I came in at 7.
Yeah, on one of those years. And then I remember like working. And then I remember being there at like 2:30 a.m. hating my life.
Yeah,
like
because nobody did another shift.
Nobody was there. Yeah, it was a 10-hour shift too, huh?
Yeah, but
it was just so quiet. Nobody was there.
But hey, the break room had food.
Oh yeah, they couldn't bring food. That was good.
It was okay food too.
Yeah, I remember once, not at our store or whatever, our experience. They had nothing but Hawaiian food, but no like cabbage to go with it. So it was just meat. And I remember everyone was so logy. Like, backed up.
I remember that. I actually got like 3 spam musubi.
It's so good.
But the night the rice was like rock solid by the time I got to my last one.
Yeah, and meanwhile that rock solid is inside your intestines, and you start feeling like the monsters in this movie. Oh yeah, that's right. We are reviewing a movie.
Oh wow, it's not just a real life nightmare. It's a movie.
Yeah, because it's funny because it starts off at a toy store, and then we
start seeing these characters, employees, getting ready to leave their families to go.
Well, first, they're referring to the customers as vultures, and this is like another store and another night and another, and they just show the comet that hits.
Yeah, it goes through the roof, ends up in like the backside of a store, of a department store.
Yeah, and then it assimilates a worker, kills them, and that's the title card, like Black Friday.
Pretty good. They got through it pretty quick.
Yeah, and this is like he just said, like people. First is the family guy.
Yep.
Like the Mr. Salt and Pepper.
Yeah. 40-year-old something.
With a family and an ex-wife, with a husband who doesn't work retail.
Yes, and I don't know if you caught this, but this whole scene that unfolds right here is an absolute blatant nod to the Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Oh, I was even thinking like Liar Liar. The Claw.
The Claw. No, I thought so too. And then that changed because, well, one, the guy who opens the door and is greeting his kids is wearing a terrible sweater from like the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
His cross-knit sweater.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then...
Okay, he's right about the sweater.
Yeah, so this...
That's a sweater, huh?
So he makes he just talks crap about the sweater, and I was like, that was it. They totally nodded that movie, and I was like, yes, I got that one.
You know what else? I don't know if they did this subconsciously or they. I don't know where it came from, but remember the 2000 and I forget the year, but there was a Dawn of the Dead, directed by Zack Snyder.
Yep.
That was like his first movie. Actually, his best movie.
I enjoyed that one a lot.
The main character of that almost looked identical to this guy that we're talking about, who's like the main character of this one. He sold TVs at Best Buy.
Really?
Yeah, there was a deleted scene. And they're like, what did you do before the apocalypse? He's like, I sold TVs at Best Buy. And the funny thing was, if you watch that too, that took place in a mall. So kind of a similar retail environment. But anyway, back to this story. So this guy is leaving his family. He's got 2 daughters, I think.
Yes.
2 daughters, an ex-wife, and then they're leaving with the husband. So he's like, yeah, man, I got to go to work. And like he's trying to be the cool guy at the...
yeah, except he's wearing this like hipster apron with a little teddy bear on it.
And and he had to train a temp when it came in. I remember those temps. Those temps would come in for like one day and not do anything. Then we just stopped hiring temps because they were... this movie did bring back memories.
Yeah.
If anything, like I remember all these character moments versus the actual like plot zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, the character moments really, like, especially if you have done this before as a living, they really shine, man. They really hit you because the personalities represented here by the different characters, these people exist for real.
They
in
do
stores,
and in a way, I hate to say this, but like
they're not even some of them aren't even pushed to the extreme. I feel like I've run into these people like in real life.
I was thinking that when this happened, if this happened, and there was no help, I almost think this is how it would have unfolded. I actually think like I have a boss. One of our bosses was like Bruce Campbell in this movie, like a Michael Scott type, because everybody used to equate did you ever work with?
Yes.
Hey guys, what's going on? It was like
guy,
Mr. New Yorker.
My God, this guy.
The guy was such a douche.
Yeah,
he was such a douche. Remember when you didn't have your name
John
badge? Yeah, remember when? Oh.
That's another one right there.
That's a callback. You said that. My brain erased that. And it went back in my brain. It's like, remember when people would be like, oh, I got to get those
Yeah, they're like jonesing for these bucks. Like,
my mic went flaccid there for a second.
His mic just hit him in the chest. Oh, no.
Yeah, you know what? Bruce Campbell brought this memory out of my brain. And apparently out of your brain, too, because I know you have been thinking all day about
Man, it was in there. I was like, oh PTSD. Jesus.
I remember there was a big layoff in like 2009.
Man. Yeah.
They shut down his store and he got fired. And I remember like, hey man, he got fired like because of this. I'm like, oh my God. Like that, I'm so happy. I was so happy he lost his job. It felt so good.
This guy, man. God.
And then okay, so the back to the movie. Mm-hmm. They cut to this other dude who's leaving his family having Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, in the middle of dinner.
That was me.
Same.
That was me. Like, and then everyone's like, "Should we have that dinner like early because of your thing?" And it's like, no, I don't want to like be that guy.
Yeah, inconvenience people.
You have dinner when the food's ready. So like, it was just kind of like, I ate some, then I left.
Then you hurry up and get to work, and you're just like a little tired.
And everyone is so depressed that day. It's like,
it is.
And we got. Like let's
super hyped up.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this much. We're gonna do this. It's like, oh my God!
Like, shut up, Newman.
And then you're walking past all these freaking losers in line.
Yeah,
all of these losers in line. And like I showed earlier,
man,
there was no one there this year. So I guess like the apocalypse finally killed. If there's anything that I can thank the apocalypse for, it's killing Black Friday.
Oh man, so
for 2 years there was no Black Friday.
Yeah. Thank you for that. God, where were we?
The guy was leaving for Thanksgiving.
Okay, yeah, so he's leaving for Thanksgiving, and he's getting crap from his dad,
From
man.
Thanksgiving, yeah, the loser in retail.
Got it.
Honey, I think your ride's here.
Christopher, we're trying to enjoy Thanksgiving dinner, okay?
You have to work all weekend, maybe?
I don't know. Is Dad still charging me rent?
Yeah, and I guess he's a young kid, and it's just like I think it's his first job. Yeah. His dad's giving him crap for trying to go to his first job.
Yeah, not being in college and being the Mr. Retail guy in Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's bumming me out, man. Like we're talking about it, I'm like, I don't like these memories, man.
I that's how I felt. Oh yeah, and then they had the meeting at the Black
powwow at the store.
Yeah, the pre-Black Friday meeting.
Oh my God, those freaking meetings.
Happy Black Friday. We love toys. Some quick notes before we open our door.
My favorite part about the recurring joke in this one was the teddy bear. He's like, how about Mondays? What was Mondays? And they're like,
my back hurts. Is this bear describing me?
I'm gonna migraine. My back hurts.
Yeah. They're like, the bear's defective because it explodes. I think that's how they blew up the place in the end.
Yeah, that's how it killed the thing.
Yeah. He's like, Mondays, am I right? Yeah, so they were talking about the bear being broken. Yeah. What else happened here? Oh, yeah, they called Black Friday Green Friday. They did that my first year. That was in 2004. Maybe.
Really?
They called it Green Friday.
No way.
Yeah, and it was only like a handful of people who did it, but like it didn't catch on as an industry, so nobody did. So that happened.
Wow, I'm like trying to recall that.
Yeah,
I was working at. I think I worked at back then. Yeah, another one. Another. Thank God I'm out of that web.
How did that happen to us? What happened to our lives?
Well, thank God we're not there.
Yeah, so in this movie, they the Bruce Campbell plays a Michael Scott type boss. Michael J. White is like the cool like backstalker guy. Was he a backstalker guy or was he a salesman? I think he was a back. But Michael J. White's always cool. But they're doing their Black Friday thing, and then there's a bunch of angry customers.
Yeah,
they let them in.
Everybody yelling, especially this one lady wearing this like
the mom necklace or something.
Yeah, she's wearing this like this says Queen on it. I think it's like this bar.
You hurry up,
Ma'am, I'm trying.
Oh, get it together, Dickless.
Gold bar, and she's wearing a necklace, just going off. She's that customer, that classic Karen that will ream you.
Yeah,
for not ringing her up correctly. Yeah,
and then then I guess people. Oh no, someone bites the temp.
Yeah, no, they don't bite the temp. They do their gross thing.
Oh, they threw up on the temp's face.
So I think. Hold on. So we forgot how the first guy, before the whole movie starts, the whole screen wipe, whatever, this alien unfolds itself and opens.
Oh, the meteor alien.
The meteor alien opens and it looks like a penis, and it just shoots stuff at this guy's face. And I was like, no. I was like, no, not jizz robots. What are these things?
The funny thing about this movie, did have really good practical effects.
Yeah, they were practical effects.
It actually had like monsters and no CG. So
it was good.
It was fun to watch.
So now back to the temp he gets this weird like tentacular thing.
Oh yeah, like the thing, like the thing.
Yeah,
like John Carpenter's The Thing.
Yeah, it just goes and hits him in the mouth, and they stay connected. And
he gets assimilated, and everyone's like freaking out.
Yeah,
and then like everything goes to hell.
Yeah, this movie, everything happens pretty quickly.
It does.
This movie.
No breathing. If you want a quick like horror movie that's actually pretty light on the gore. Like I don't remember being like super gory or like nasty.
Everything that happens is off screen.
Yeah,
like that.
And that's because so they get a bunch of people out, and then they come back in somehow. Oh, someone left like the back door open. The guy took for a smoke, and then they came back in. But there was like a scene where they're all like in the back, and they have a guy tied up because they think he's been assimilated and turned into a zombie.
Because he beat
He beat the zombie.
Yeah, he's the guy that leaves his family in the middle of dinner.
Yeah,
he whacks the lady because she tries to bite him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's that.
And then the police come and they like crash into the.
Oh yeah,
they crash into the front of the store.
Yeah, so they got this old lady who's like working there also. She's standing in front of the door while everyone else is trying to have a powwow, saying, "What the hell's going on?" They're getting their bearings, and she's like, "Oh, the cops are coming!" And boy, do those cops come, man! They blast right through that door and destroy this lady.
The police are here.
Oh, thank God.
Gotta insert that, Wilhelm. And she's dead, and so is the cop.
Yeah.
He's been dead.
So that didn't work out. And then that's when they're in the back and talking again about, like, Bruce Campbell, he plays a Michael Scott kind of, he's like, I like bossing people around. And when they do it, they have to do what I tell them to. And then, like, the women, like, they talk to me because I'm the boss, and it's great. And I get a bonus, and I get to talk to regional managers.
I believe that there's a place for everyone, and this is my place. It's a place where you have worth, where regional managers call you and ask for numbers, where you can reprimand somebody and they have to listen to you.
Oh, it's the worst.
And they're like, you are awful.
Yeah, you're the worst case of human ever.
And then they talked about, like, the cool. What are you, the cool guy, the toy store? Who's the cool guy at the toy store? It's like, we talk, and like the chick's like, yeah, we hang out, we make out, but like we're not a thing. He's like, we're not a thing. He's like, no, you're just some loser 40-year-old working at the toy store.
That's Marnie and Ken Bates getting roasted by Chris Godecki.
Yeah,
who's playing Ryan Lee.
Yeah, and then the all the suck ups, they all get their comeuppance because they sucked up too much.
Yeah, it's pretty great. So one of them, the person they thought was getting assimilated, the temp, he's still in the back.
Yeah,
and they're having this conversation. All of a sudden, this whole little powwow they're having gets broken up because this guy obviously comes back to life and is trying to murderize them, and they start beating him down. It's pretty great. Pretty fun stuff.
Yeah, it was sad when Michael J. White died because he was actually the only, like, action hero there.
Yeah,
and he saved somebody, I think, and then the monster snuck up behind him and killed him and pulled him off screen.
He actually saved the character Chris, played by Ryan Lee. So he saves him, and then all of a sudden there's like this. I guess there's variations of these zombie aliens.
Well, what's happening is, for some reason, this character drama is like unfolding and making us sad, and it's fun to watch. It actually is like a good. It actually is an interesting movie.
We're bumming it out, but definitely watch it. It's entertaining.
But the alien crashed, and what it's doing is it's building a bigger alien, right?
Oh yeah.
So all the zombies are, once they're done like being like warrior zombies, they come and they join.
Yeah, they
like
osmose.
Yeah, if you ever seen Stranger Things, remember like all the people they go into it and it turns into a big spider alien. So in this case, it's actually forming like a Megazord, like from like Power Rangers, like
Voltron.
Yeah.
And then, you know what's funny? Because they're in the back room and
Goldar.
I know. Like a giant gonad. But yeah, so they're talking about this, and Bruce Campbell's character, what the hell is his name? Jonathan Wexler. He's talking, and he's like, "Well, you can't let those things bite you." He's like,
If they bite you, you turn into one.
No, don't say that.
Well, that is the mythos, right?
"That is the mythos, isn't it?" I was smacking my laptop laughing. I was like, dude, he just broke the fourth wall so slyly there.
It's true, though.
It is.
Don't get bit by those zombies.
I could have stopped watching the movie right there. I was like, that's it. That's good. I'm good.
Well, what's funny is because actually we don't even know if they were spread by zombie bite. It happened because that one suck up guy bit the dude's arm because he was trying to take charge.
God, the guy's such a douchebag. So there's this douchebag do-gooder worker. We all know the worker. We all know that person that like is so far up the boss's ass they could talk to each other.
Yeah. He's like, I did what I had to for the team.
Yeah, so he bites the cool guy's arm, and the cool guy thinks he's going to be turning into one of these zombies, so he runs away and like is hiding in the store.
He stays behind in the store while everyone else tries to escape through the back. And he has like a perfect like bite mark out of his arm, and he actually finds like the piece of flesh.
Oh, later. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he's like, there's I didn't get bit, like someone bit me or spit this out.
So gross, man. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and that's when he was having like a heart to heart with that like Monday's bear.
Yeah.
I'm not doing well. Doing well. I'm exhausted.
Today is a sad day. Today I need a weekend.
Yeah.
It's like Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah, it was just quick one-liners in no particular order.
Yeah, and then that's how he was able to like burn down the store and
Yeah, the bear short circuits. He throws them onto a pile of boxes, and just catches fire.
Yeah, so just a bunch of needless carnage with the zombies. And
It really is. This is just, you know what? This is Black Friday.
Though it really is. And
people are mindless. They just come in. They're like, "Mine. I need this. I need this. Is that a toaster for $1?"
Yeah,
I have 3.
I don't know. Watching this movie did take me back to like to craziness, to crazy town.
Oh man.
So they escape through the back.
Yeah.
And that's when they find out that that one guy bit the cool guy.
Yeah.
But the cool guy managed to escape. But that's when the Megazord comes out.
Yeah, the Megazord.
Voltron. He bursts through the top of the.
Yeah, he looks like he looks like an ugly pigeon chicken rat thing.
He looked so fake, but it was funny.
And it's done on purpose. It's such a great nod to those crappy horror movies.
It was clearly like a green screen like guy in a costume.
Yeah.
He just
looking larger than life.
And then the nerdy guy, or the suck up guy, Brian.
Yeah, Brian.
He's like, I can talk to it. I know how to deal with the customer.
Are you crazy?
It's a management thing.
Yeah,
the customer is always right.
Yeah, so as Marcus mentioned earlier, this thing is absorbing people. So they're becoming this whole thing. So when this thing pops up out of the top of this huge building, it's got faces all over the place.
Yeah.
He says, those are our customers. I can talk to them.
It's a management thing. You wouldn't get it. Oh my God.
And the way he says this, he's looking at this thing and he just says it just as they're behind him. He just says, it's a management thing. You wouldn't get it.
And he's like, I've had the problems too. I'm not always happy with retail. How'd he kill him?
So then this giant testicle bird thing puts one of its little hands down on the ground. It's like this, I don't know. It looks like a fighting prawn. One of those.
Yeah,
shrimp.
yeah. Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
Just flicks.
The customer's always
He gets flicked by like a squid has like the extra hand.
Yeah, he gets wrecked.
Yeah, and
It's
then
the
he
best.
flies away. So then the cool guy he actually pulls a nod to this was a nod to Aliens where he uses the forklift. And then when the tentacle tries to get him, he just peels in reverse. And
it's actually done by the kid, Chris Godecki. So the kid that was the new guy. He wasn't the temp, but he was the new guy. So yeah, he learned how to drive a forklift, and he made a mention to this way earlier in the movie.
Ooh, layering.
There we go.
He gets the forklift, pulls it back, and then the tentacles like stretching, and then he puts it in forward.
Yeah. And jumps out at the last possible second.
And it just slingshots right into the guy's eye. So it reminds me of Aliens, like with the forklift power loader thing.
Yeah, and then that thing just starts like oohing and gooing, and
I think that killed it.
It killed it, yeah. It fell into the building.
It fell into the building, and then
and that's it. No, just kidding.
Pretty much the main characters.
Yeah, so the main characters are riding off into the sunset, and apparently they had this thing where the cool guy Ken has the hots for this chick Marnie, and they like to go on dates, but for pancakes. So all this happened on Black Friday, right? So they kill that thing, and he just, he's like, hey, let's go get some pancakes. So they drive off, and as they're driving off, the camera pans wide, and what do we see? We see more of these giant chicken rat nutsack things. They're everywhere.
Yeah, one thing that I so let's go back to some of the characters. Bruce Campbell, definitely in this movie. He played a little bit sadder of a character that I usually like. I used to like to see him Ash. He's the guy who fights everybody. I was sort of hoping that he did a reversal and became the hero.
Yes,
he did not. He became he kind of went from first he was like, I'm gonna go down with the ship.
As captain, I'm going down with the ship.
Yeah. I'm gonna die with this place. Like I've spent
the moment he finishes that freaking that little sentence, he gets scared by a zombie and jumps away. He's like, nope.
As any good and strong manager would.
What happened with going down with the ship? He's like, a lot's happened. I changed my mind.
I know, he goes from this guy you already don't like to this guy you're like, I really hope you die.
Yeah, And he just kept on being like grovelly throughout the whole thing. There was like a part where they had to go to the office to get like the trucks or something, but like some other person.
Oh, you know what? He does have his comeuppance, and he does make it like he does such a stupid thing. And to me, the way he went out was what was that movie with Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell? Was it The Good Guys?
The Good Guys, yeah.
The Good Guys. So
he had a aim for the bushes moment?
He had an aim for the bushes moment. He's in the top of the building.
You know the worst thing about holiday shoppers? They can never accept the fact that the night is over.
My face hurts because of all the fake smiles.
He's on top, and he says, "This is my store. I'm not going out without a fight."
I think he's lost it.
He just opens the freaking hatch.
So attention shoppers, Black Friday is over!
And dives in. All he hears, "Ah! Ah!"
Actually, now that you mention it like that, and for some reason I had a flashback of that being me, like, and then seeing doing that and being so disgusted.
I hate that guy so much.
Oh my god! It's like we lived through like this.
Oh,
this was just this to us. This was just been another year.
Yeah, this movie we're watching, going, "Oh no!" He's seeing these great flashbacks, these dog fights happening in the store.
Yeah, and then
oh god!
And then like we said, they drove off for pancakes, and then like there was like another one of those teddy bears like in the parking lot. He's like, "Oh man, Mondays." No, I wrote it down. I wrote down what he said.
It's been a long day, and this is surely the end.
That's what my feet hurt too. They were complaining about their feet hurting.
I mean, I sat there as I sat there on my ass watching this movie. I thought also, my feet hurt too.
Yeah, I just remember thinking this movie.
It was too close to home, man.
Too close to home. I don't think I've ever had this feeling towards a movie before.
No.
In a weird way.
Not in a way where I've experienced this negative connotation,
This movie is like seeing something you shouldn't see.
Yeah.
It's like in a parallel universe this happened to us.
Yeah.
There was some pretty good like the music kind of had some callbacks from Predator.
Mm-hmm. The music was good. So I didn't like how they called this. So earlier in the movie, we find out that like they've been saying that Black Fridays are violent. There's more, there's uptick in violence. And they called it competitive shopping, and I lost my mind, dude. Did
you work at the store when a TV fell on a customer's head?
No.
So there were like TVs up top, right? Oh, yes. Someone was on the forklift or on the lift, right?
Oh.
Getting a TV while like there were a bunch like on the row, and then there was a customer on the other side.
I heard this story.
Getting the TV.
This was like in the zeitgeist.
It fell on their head, and then the paramedics had to come and take them, and then they went to the hospital and they were like concussed, and then I remember talking to I forget.
Was it at our store?
It happened to us.
Okay,
I'll tell you the story that happened at another store next.
Because it turned, it actually this. So the reason I said it got like turned into the zeitgeist of the local lore is because I heard someone say that our local AMC, the A had fallen and hit a person, and I'm just like, okay, I'm like, what is happening?
So what happened to us when the TV fell on the lady? It was a lady from what I remember.
Yeah,
I remember talking to one of the managers and like, how's the lady doing? She's like, oh, she's in the hospital. She's fine. We're being really nice to her.
Yeah.
And then the next day, oh yeah, she's still in good spirits. And then I asked him like the third day, he's like, oh, she's suing us. So once they sue us, so we can't talk to her anymore. I just remember so casual, like, oh, she's suing us now, so legal has got it.
Bye.
Yeah. At another store,
oh man,
that I didn't witness but there was a year where they were really hot.
Yeah,
we're reviewing a movie here, but they
were
like
it's Black Friday, it's retail, man.
They were really hot on the rules when it came to the lift.
Mm-hmm.
That was because a manager rode it like all the way to the top, and the thing fell over without harnessing it in, and and seriously did a dive off of it. So everybody had to. Everybody had to re-up their lift.
That's why they had me do that.
Yeah, everybody had to do it like that next day because it was the GM.
And I never used it. No, I made sure not to use it. I was like, you know what? I'm good, man. I am good here. Feet on the ground.
I remember, I think I was talking to you one year too, where like I was just in plain clothes because I was on my break.
Yeah.
And then like I was talking to you, and then some dude came up to me while like you left. You're like, "Excuse me, can you help me fight this camera?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm not on the clock." Can't you tell? He's like, "Well, you're just talking to the guy." I'm like, "What guy?" He's like, "This is your first day on the job." Of course it is. And then I walked away. He's like, "Where's the other guy?" I'm like, "I don't know."
It was so
People
great,
are
man.
so dumb.
They're so ridiculous, man.
My god!
And we can go on a tirade for a good amount of time here, man. It is.
I'm working at it.
This is like, I remember people would show up 5 minutes before the doors close, and mind you, we've already put down the metal grates.
Oh yeah,
and they're like, I want to buy a printer. I hate nothing more than printers.
Yeah. Oh, printers don't bother me. It's questions about printers. What's the difference between this one and that one? It's like one holds more paper, one's fast. I don't freaking know.
Guess what? They all do the same thing.
They all print. The funny thing about the Canon ones, they were slower, but they had better scanners.
Yeah, they do. I'll say that just because I like photography. Canons do it better.
I remember Epson and thinking about this crap.
Lexmark.
No, it was Epson and Canon guy, printer guy.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot that they used to have reps in the store for these printers.
Yeah. And he's like, our Epson printer is like the best. And then like the guy's like, oh, well, our scanner's the best. And like, well, print quality, well, they're both the same, but his is like slower.
You know, it's
like,
so weird to
what?
think sold CDs. A lot of them.
I also had a magazine section, like for the longest time. Like it was next to the CD. It was just a big magazine and book section. And that went away. Now, from what I hear, there is no like there's no, what do you call it, departments anymore. Everybody just it's free for all.
It's experiences now. Experience groups.
It's a free for all. I've been in that store twice since I left.
I've been in way more times than that just because I'm a terrible person. And I still buy things.
Well, I bought my washer and dryer from them recently, but I just bought it online.
Oh, yeah.
I did the old typing and then it came up.
I just show up and they bring it to my car. It's pretty great.
Come on, guys. I know you.
Oh, man. But anyway. I want to get some letter gates here before we start.
No, we're doing fine now.
Yeah, way better now.
Life is life.
Like,
get out. If you're in retail, get out.
Get the hell out before you get in your late 30s, man.
Speaking of which,
we are gonna blank this name.
Yeah, well,
remember Bleep?
Yeah. So he was watching like a football game or something in the break room once, and everybody left.
No, this guy.
Everybody left, and they shut the store down.
Yeah.
And then after the thing, he walked out of the break and was like, "Where'd everybody go?" And then the silent alarm turned on. And whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh no!
And then all the managers immediately got paged, and then they came and bailed him out or whatever. I don't know what happened but everybody knew about it the next day. But apparently it happened to him before.
Well, he used to sleep. So you know how gross couches are in freaking common areas.
Yeah,
he would sleep face first on the leather couch in the back. I'd walk in, I'm like, oh.
Did I ever tell you about the time you tried to pay someone to rub her feet?
No. Wait, I think you did. No. This guy is so weird, man. This guy.
He says, I have $60 in my pocket right now. Can I rub your feet? So my biggest plus for this movie.
Yeah.
I actually felt for these guys, as you can tell.
Yeah, I did too.
I felt like if we had worked at this Black Friday for 100 more times, this would happen in one of them. This would just be one of those weird years. Hey, remember the time the aliens came and like tried to assimilate everybody? Yeah, man. But how about that?
That was a weird Thursday.
Yeah. Woof. Anyway, but it did feel very like a B movie, which worked in his favor. Pretty good special effects.
Yeah.
I would have wished that Bruce Campbell came out like a champ, though.
I do too, man.
I wanted him to pull out a chainsaw and do some Army of Darkness
that would have
stuff.
been awesome.
But anyway, yeah. What do you think?
Well, I think I'm ready to move on to some grades.
All right, plug it.
All right, I will give this movie a solid B-. I said a movie about the pains of working Black Friday. Of course I'm in. I was like, I worked it. Duh. I said, this may not be the best movie in existence, but it has made a fun jab at those movies. This movie didn't take itself seriously, holding it together just enough for you to feel for the characters before it hits you with quippy one-liners. I said I enjoyed it, and I do believe it was a good waste of time.
Yeah. Well, I'm also going to give it a B-. I actually dug some of the human interactions here. I actually lived through Black Friday, and I felt like the writers did too. I dug the practical effects, but this is definitely a B movie, though. Not a bad way to spend the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So check it out. Check out Black Friday. It's thing is on demand, and if you have never worked a Black Friday,
I don't suggest you start now. But watch this movie and be like, this movie's stupid. Yeah.
Just imagine like what's happening to the people first.
Yeah.
That's people you work with at this place, and then just imagine if the customers just turned into a giant amalgamation of a Goldar.
Yeah, yelling at you. I mean, watch this movie and just imagine it without the aliens.
Yeah,
but the same level of aggression.
Oh my God,
that's it.
Well, anyway, that's been our hot take on Black Friday. I'm your host, Mark Rubalcaba from Mr. Air Panetta. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Do what you can. Hide your kids, hide your wife. You've just listened to Clubhouse Movies Podcast. We will catch you next time.